Alright guys, this is crazy. Your boy finally made it. I've successfully published my first ever iOS app in the App Store. As you can see, this is right there. You can view it, you can download it. I'm using now my MacBook to record, but you can already download anywhere, even in Europe, even in United States, Australia, all the developed countries. You can now download and use this app. So what this is Get Back Your Ex, because I figured that one of the very strong need of females that I observed is that they're obsessed of their exes. So I thought it would be a cool way to take advantage of them and offer them a product or a service that can offer them perfect consolation. I will show you step by step how I made this. So first I design everything in Figma. I will walk through the app here. So first you start, let me switch to the mobile view so it's more likely to what you see on the iPhone. So first we click start my transformation. I learned that from the App Mafia guys that a very long and tedious onboarding process is very crucial to have a very good pay conversion. So as you can see, those are all questions that related to the female and asking what is the girl's zodiac sign, what is the female's completed setup. Okay, pay attention. Now, as you can see, this is a loading screen. Calculating your personal plan. Bro, to be honest, this is just a gimmick. No calculation in the cloud, computing going on whatsoever. It is merely just a video playing, just showing the generation of the process. And I'll list their info at the bottom as you see earlier. So now we can generate an email. This is all connected to the Supabase, which I will show you. Supabase is the backend that I use to document all the information. I will just use my email to sign in already. So this is the main interface. So basically every day it will ask you to do 10 different tasks. Make love confirmations, write your journal, practice gratitude, dress up, beauty and self-care, call someone who cares, be your best self, acquaintance one new male and female stranger, compliment one stranger, everything. And then the reason why you have to do this daily tasks is because the app promises that after 100 days, you can finally get back to your ex. So follow a roadmap. As you can see, we just completed this day one. It will become green. So let's say if we only completed partial task, the app will become yellow. And this is a meter that documents how further along the journey you are. Then let's keep going. Then every 10 days is a different stage. As you can see, this is the seedling, butterfly, lover's path, blah, 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 blah. Everything is generated by AI. I have no time or energy whatsoever to write down and think of a actual plan, right? Progress. So this is the journal section. AI drafted 20 questions that you can save response. I noticed that manifestation is a pretty big genre within the female niche, and journaling is a way for females to tunneling out, spitting out their feelings, which will surprisingly help them get over. And this is just a self affirmation and healing so-called page. Mark spoken, every day you say something positive. Now we're here on the compatibility. So you put in your zodiac sign, then boom, computing. I have no idea what is this, nor that I care. This could very much be a random number, or however AI steals from the whatever horoscope database, random stuff. But anyway, just you and your ex-boyfriend, how compatible they are, and then the guidance. Okay. Now I'm gonna switch to the bigger view. Okay, so you can see better. But just so you know, my main goal of ever making this app is to publish it on iOS app, because I read that between iOS apps and Android, like it's like 90% of the revenue from iOS apps, because Apple users are just so much more likely to pay, and the Android users are so cheap. I know I enjoy like this ecosystem where it sucks whatsoever, but enable daily notifications, which I haven't coded those functions because it requires the asking the access from Google and from Apple and everything. But let's continue. This is basically a story section that I want females to have something to read. I just pulled whatever, I mean, AI pulled whatever the female online drama novels, whatever they want to read. I mainly did this because I want to keep those females longer on the platform. So, yeah, we're back to square one. And also, one very important thing is that you have to have an about section, legal terms, privacy policy, etc. And you need to have another website linked out. This is another website that I built with Figma. As you can see, all the also support. You have to register a new email. However, at this stage, you don't need to buy a domain. I used the Figma.site and it successfully got approved by Apple. But we'll get there. Support is basically a new Gmail that I registered. Now we're here at this stage. What's more, the subscriptions. So basically, my original plan is to $20 monthly and a lifetime deal of $50 or $60. Account details. Rate us. So basically, this will open the Apple Store link, which I haven't connected, because I need to build this app from ground up over again, which I'll explain soon. But this is pretty much it. And if you restart the journey, you will reset everything. How I built this from this React Native website into an iOS app is using this website called app.buildnatively.com. So basically, all you need to do, or mostly what you need to do, is just convert, give it the URL, and you link up all the APIs. It's all like copy and paste. It's very easy at this step, and upload the icons and etc. This is $50 a month. It's a very short-term solution because it's very expensive, and Figma AI and now is amazing because stage Figma pretty give you unlimited credits. You can talk however much you want. In comparison, Lovable only give 5 credits a day plus 100 credits every month. That is very, very little. Check this app that I built doesn't really have that much AI feature integrated into this. However, this another one. It's called foot analysis. My original plan was to take advantage of the foot fetish community. However, I knew that if it's a pure fetish app or anything sexual, it would be impossible to get approved on AI, so on App Store. So I chose another route. You can basically take a picture or upload a picture to this app, and you can rate your health condition, like give you analysis of the nails, bone structure, skin texture, potential diseases. Of course, it's a health foremost. And for privacy, you can choose just upload pictures. And library, once you're logged in, Let's actually do an analysis. I will show you. These are the pictures I downloaded from the online website. So you will start the premium. But anyway, it's stuck now. But very soon you will get an analysis. And how I managed to do this is with ChatGPT, OpenAI's free API. Very surprisingly, it can recognize the image. I have a callus on my feet. It perfectly identified that with extremely high accuracy, and you can ask follow-up questions. And there's this learning section for whatever health food related health diseases, and this is a library where you store all your pictures. Of course, the setting sections, and you remember I told you that you need a privacy policy. This is for the foot health, although I put medical disclaimer, but Apple's still giving me a hard time saying, oh, you need the license in order to build such an app and give advice, which I'm quite baffled. And given that there's so much other apps that I want to build, I probably won't move forward with this application as of now. I can show you coding connect. But anyway, after you build this website into a iOS native, you can go here. Yes, you see, you got rejected. Like this whole Apple Store Connect, like all those things, it will take you days to look. Physical harm, completeness, what harm? To get used to this Apple Store Connect, because it's very old. I think this website has been this interface for the last 10-20 years probably. This whole app that from I start building on Figma to successful publish, I would say it took about 10 days. 5 days just building out the app, and then 5 days to get over the Apple review, make whatever change, etc. Like the Figma is very good as of now. However, one big fatal mistake is that like let's say the pros, right? It can successfully connect the Stripe API. It can direct you to an external URL and ask you to complete a payment with Stripe. However, the first time my app got rejected by Apple is because Apple said, hey, we do not allow any external payments. I cited them. Hey, like on May 2nd, the Fortnite versus Apple, it has already been a court ruling that I am allowed to take payments from external websites to avoid 30% Apple tax. And the review of team of Apple, okay, thank you for letting us know. We're basically gonna ignore the law or whatever. We're not gonna let you do that. That is crazy, but me as a solo dev, nobody, I'm not gonna hire a lawyer to to get this. But let's continue. The Stripe payment, very surprisingly, the Figma website can let you integrate. Great. Okay, now let's move on to the cons of the Figma. Okay, the first thing is it cannot let you log in via Google authentication or Apple. I think they're banned because Figma Make is a like unrecognized website. It's just I tried so many times, hours upon hours, just couldn't figure out how to get over this. Oh, by the way, when I'm stuck, right? What I do is I go on Upwork and I hire devs to teach me. I think like I paid like 4 or 5 hours already just hiring these people who supposedly know how to integrate stuff because they can read the code. For example, this is the code part, but later I learned this is not the actual code. It's more like wrapper stuff, which I'll explain. Now let's move to the preview. Okay, as you can see here, like those are some pretty screenshots. How I made them is this website called preview.app. As you can see, these are all the templates. You can directly edit the text, drag and drop, upload the images. That's it. my next step is go to Claude and use Claude to build a code, then manually copy and paste it into Xcode, then publish to Apple Store directly from Xcode. So wish me luck on that.